Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a favorites video. I've had a bunch of products that I've been setting aside that I really want to tell you guys about that I've been loving using off camera. Some of them I've spoke about in my trying new makeup, but a lot of them I've been using off camera. I also have a couple flops, products that I really don't get on with, and I want to tell you about them to avoid them and don't spend your money on them. So if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe. I do a ton of trying new makeup, hauls, reviews, everything beauty related. Hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and begin. So my first favorite is actually the sponsor for today's video, so thank you to Ollie for sponsoring this video. Ollie is a teeth whitening subscription service that I originally saw That Girl Shay speak about, and it really intrigued me to try them. They did reach out to me in March and asked me if they could send me their strips, and if I liked them, we could work together. So I've been trying them out for a couple months now. I've fallen in love, so I decided to work with them on today's video. So let me tell you a little about the company, what you can expect, and what I like about these whitening strips. So Ollie is a teeth whitening subscription service. They do have 3 different plans, which I want to go over, so you can choose what suits your needs. But really the best part about it is that you don't have to remember to order them. They just automatically show up depending on how often you want these strips to keep your teeth white, depending on obviously if you drink a lot of soda, pop, caffeine, coffee. It really depends, and you can kind of customize it to your needs, which I think is really nice. The first plan option is month to month, and that is $28 your first month and then $12 every month after that. So you're gonna get the transformation kit, which is kind of the initial treatment, and then you get the touch-up maintenance kits every month after that. They also do have the option for an annual plan, which is $99, so you do save a little bit of money, and they just ship everything out at once. So you're gonna get your transformation kit, again, the first treatment kit, and then you're gonna get 11 maintenance packs. Comes at once, $99, and then you're done, you're set for the year, so you don't have to, get them every month, and it saves you a little bit of money to bundle it. And then if you're just trying them out, you can also do the one-time fee, which is $40, and you're just going to get the transformation kit, and that is it. So you don't get any touch-ups or maintenance packs, you just get the transformation kit, and it's just a one-time fee. In the transformation kit, you are gonna get 12 treatments, and you're gonna use this once a day for 30 minutes, 12 days in a row. So that's a complete transformation kit. This is what a treatment looks like, so you can definitely split them up, throw it in your purse, travel, whatever you need to do. Inside, you're gonna get an upper and lower strip for your top and bottom teeth. So this is what it looks like, top and bottom, and let me tell you, the biggest selling points for me personally, because I've tried a ton of different teeth whitening products. Number one, it is not slimy or gooey. There's been some strips that I've tried in the past, I think we all know, that are very thin, and it literally, they slide around, and then trying to get them on your teeth, it's like a slip inside. They will not adhere. These are thick, heavy duty, and when you put these on your teeth, they literally grasp on like that. They're not moving, they're not sliding. These stick, which was the number one thing that I noticed. The second thing I noticed is that these do not hurt my teeth, and that's a huge thing I think for a lot of people. I've had whitening treatments in the past that literally made my teeth throb with pain, which obviously is not comfortable and not something that I'm willing to do. So you'll start seeing a difference within 2 or 3 treatments, and then of course you can do the 12-day transformation kit to really brighten up your smile. They also do include this shade guide, so you can kind of see where you are on the spectrum and how many shades, your teeth brighten up, which is really nice. So Ollie is currently running a special for your first month free if you do the subscription sign up, so that's $12 off your first order. So if you're interested in trying out Ollie, I will have them linked down below, as well as any discounts or information that you may need to know. Highly recommend them. Quick, easy, no mess, exactly what I'm looking for. So check them out down below, and let's go ahead and get into some more favorites. So I'm gonna start off with hair favorites, which I typically don't do, but why not? And this product I'd seen a couple bigger influencers raving about, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out, and I was shocked at how efficient this was. This is the Color Wow Dream Coat. I'm sure you've seen some of your favorite gurus raving about this. I really had to see like 4 people talking about this, and then I was like, okay, you know what, everybody's raving about it. Let me go ahead and pick this up. This is incredible if you want sleek, straight hair, if you deal with frizz, or you just feel like your hair won't flatten or straighten. I think this is amazing. So basically it's humidity proofing, it transforms your texture, It says you can use it every 3 or 4 shampoos. So basically you just coat your hair when it's damp and then you just dry it, and it just makes it so smooth, frizz-free, and just sleek. That's kind of what I can say about it. Your hair is just sleek, less frizz. It lays just softer. I don't know how to describe it. So I really, really like this. They do have a smaller size on Ulta, which I will link down below just in case you want to try it out. But I've had mine for a while and I'd say I'm down to here. I mean, I do use it mostly for days when my hair is straight. If I'm going to curl it, I wouldn't use it just because it really kind of lays your hair down nice and flat and I want more volume when I curl, but I've really been impressed with this product. The next hair care product I've had for so long and I'm probably almost out. I was on, I think, Amazon, and I was like, you know what, let me try this. This is from Schwarzkopf. This is the Blonde Me Instant Blush Blonde Beautifier. So I have the shade here, Ice. Essentially, this is like a spray purple shampoo, spray toner kind of situation. So if you've seen me talk before, I've used the IGK Mixed Feelings drops, which are just like a pigment that you can mix in with a leave-in conditioner and put it on already washed hair. So this is just a spray version. When I get out of the shower, if I haven't toned it enough, my purple shampoo didn't take enough, maybe I missed a spot with lather, I can spray this on and it just tones it. So I just spritz it and then brush through. This is great if you're new to purple shampoo and you don't really know kind of how long to leave it on, and maybe you're using a purple shampoo and you're like, it's not doing anything for me, or it's not really getting me as icy or as cool as I want. This is just kind of like a maintenance product. So I'd say I'm like down to here. I mean, I've been using this for a long time. I want to say it was pretty affordable, and they have all different colors as well, but Ice is like the light purple that you're going to want to use. So basically it's just for, you know, the times when maybe I didn't leave my purple shampoo on long enough, and maybe, you know, I have like a brassy area and I just kind of spritz this on, brush through, and then dry my hair. It doesn't leave it gunky. It doesn't do anything like that. So I highly recommend this. I've never heard anybody talk about this, but it's something that I keep, you know, on my desk at all times. So now I want to talk about a couple brushes. We're just going to go and just, you know, randomly go through. Usually I would just like go makeup, whatever, but I'm going to go with brushes. So I have this Tarte brush, and I'm going to actually have to get the name because I don't have a name on here, but this is a double-ended concealer brush. I adore this. I feel like I've kind of raved about this before, but it's double-ended, so it has kind of like a slanted point on this side, so you can really blend your concealer out, which is really convenient, and then it has a fluffier side that I like to put the powder on. So it basically does a 2-in-1. I love this for concealer. So I basically just blend it out, and then I flip it over and I set my under eye for most days that I want quick and efficient. I don't want to wet a beauty sponge and dirty one. This is just easier to clean. I don't know if you can get this at Sephora or Ulta, but I will link it down below. Definitely the Tarte website. It's dirty because it's loved. The next brush I've been loving is something that's not new, but I recently dug it out of my 800 brushes and I was like, you know what? I miss you. This is the Smashbox Buildable Cheek Brush. Such an interesting shape. Such a light, fluffy brush you can use for blush, bronzer. I've been using it for both, and it is so like soft and perfect. Just the shape of this is so unique, and it's so nice for just a general powdering, blush, bronzer. That's what I use it for. I feel like you just can't go overboard with it because it's very kind of detailed in the sense that it's not huge and it has a nice fan out to it, but it really does deposit product beautifully. So I've really been loving this top drawer, just multi-use really, but bronzer and blush mostly, especially if you just want to go over your nose. It's just so nice and light that it's not going to make you have like harsh lines or grab anywhere. It really diffuses powders beautifully. So I really, really enjoy this and I wanted to give it a shout out. So let's talk about bronzers, because bronzers are just really, really, really grabbing my heart, especially this summer. I don't know what it is. Bronzers and blushes and complexion products are just what I'm into. Eyeshadows, whatever. But you know, complexion products is really what I look for. So I wanted to give a shout out to these Staycation Vibes. These are the Buxom bronzers. I actually was eyeing these. I was gonna buy one of them and then I got them in PR and I was like, yes, because I was gonna pick these up. These are beautiful. So they're very similar to their Wanderlust blushes, meaning that they have this beautiful kind of satin vibe to them. They're not like flat matte, but they're also not glittery. They just give you a healthy, bronzed appearance. So I am wearing, I believe I'm wearing this one today, which is Backyard Bronze, which is a little bit more neutral. And then there's this one, which is called Rooftop Tan, a little bit more warm red. Both beautiful. I have this in my crease as well. They blend beautifully, no skipping, no tugging. I don't know what to say other than they give you a healthy bronzy glow, which is what I'm looking for. I don't think you need both. I think you just choose whichever one if you want more of a red warm or more of kind of like an olive neutral. Highly recommend these, beautiful for summer. Another bronzing formula that I cannot get enough of are these new Nabla bronzers. So these are called the Skin Bronzing Effect Powders. Nabla is really, really impressing me lately. So this is the shade Dune, which is a little bit deeper. And then we have the shade Ombre, I think that's what it's called, which is a little bit lighter. I can use both. I have to build up Ombre a little bit more, and then Dune is just kind of like, you know, right away it works for me. The texture on this, there's literally zero powder kickup, zero. You could rub your brush back and forth, back and forth. There's no mess. It is such a gorgeous formula. I cannot rave about these enough, truly. The packaging, everything about these, but actually using them on the skin, incredible. These are daily top drawer for me. Just had to give a shout out. I believe there's 4 shades in the bronzing. Their blushes, gorgeous in this formula as well. Just so glowy without being chunky, glittery, texture enhancing. The formula truly is so unique. Nabla is really, really kicking ass right now, so I had to give these a shout out. Speaking of Nabla, I had to give this product another just pat on the back. I'm wearing it right now. This is their highlighter in the same formula, the Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish in Ozone. Oh my goodness. I mean, talk about incredible, incredible. So beautiful, doesn't enhance your texture. You can really work this into the skin and then spray like a dewy spray, and it literally looks like you're wet. Literally, your skin is wet. I cannot get over this formula. Like I said, any of these, the highlighters, the blushes, the bronzers, add them to your cart. They're all incredible. I love this packaging. It's so just beautiful and eye-catching. So I like the shade Ozone the best. It reminds me of Benefit Cookie, but the formula is just unreal. So I will link these down below, but these are beautiful. One of my top drawer highlighters. So I think we're all in agreement when I say that this is the summer of blush. Blush is finally getting its moment, and I'm so thankful because blush has been one of the things that really transforms my makeup. Something about like that just flushed cheek is just so beautiful to me. It's just one of those things. I don't know how else to say it. So I do have a lot of blushes. I'm gonna move quickly. The first one, Lawless. Read the reviews, thank me later, add them to cart, perfection. Gorgeous. The formula is beautiful. So this is in the shade Phoenix. If you want more of that burnt look, kind of similar to what I have on today, more of that just burnt, almost looks like red orange terracotta, and it looks like you're sun-kissed. Absolutely incredible, the formula. It's not messy. There's not a ton of kick up in the pan. This one is satin. So they have, I believe, 5 matte. The 2 that I like are the satin ones. The other one is Sakura. That's, I'm not sure how to say it. Baby doll flushed cheeks. So this one I don't really put over my nose. This one is literally just like my cheeks. This one I would put, you know, perimeter of the face, over my nose. I can't say anything else about these. They keep going in and out of stock. I will link them down below and just kind of keep your eye on them. But these are the 2 shades that just stand out to me. There's nothing else to say. These are gorgeous. So there's no way that I could rave about blush without telling you about these Patrick Ta Cream Powder Blush Duos. When I tell you this blush is the most unique blush that I own, this is She So LA, and I literally cannot describe my love for this blush. If you want that sunburnt nose, like kind of like, you know, how you see on Instagram, people put it over their nose, this is perfection. The cream is so dewy and pigmented and beautiful. I really like the powder in this one the most because I can use it as a bronzer or a blush or both for that natural, again, sun-kissed look. I cannot tell you how beautiful this is. Like I truly cannot. His first blushes he came out with were kind of hard to pick up. You had to really build them up. And I was like, I like the pink one, but the other ones weren't wowing me. I didn't know about this one, but I'm telling you, this shade all across your face, absolutely It's perfection, truly. So kudos to Patrick Ta. I will link this. Keep your eye out when it comes back in stock. Run to get it. I'm literally not kidding. And then if you like more of that punchy look, this is Do We Know Her? So again, you kind of have that light creamsicle, but then you really punch it up with this. I demoed this in a Trying New Makeup, and I really want to demo them all, but I'm just trying to get videos out for you. So this is like really pretty, you know, coral, kind of similar to what I'm wearing today, but a little bit more bright. This is one of the makeup releases that I am the most excited about. When I saw these, I immediately went crazy. I bought 3, and his makeup line is something that I keep like watching for. Whenever he releases, I'm adding to cart. I love his aesthetic, so one of my favorite brands of 2020. And then the last blush, this is a blush lip duo. This is the Nude Sticks Magnetic Lip Plush Paint in Hot Paprika. This is the blush I have on today. So I went ahead and applied this to the back of my hand, took a sponge, and then dipped it onto the skin. I would not just like, you know, paint this on. I wouldn't do that with any of these just because I feel like then you have grabbing and it's harder to blend. This is a really beautiful kind of burnt color. So you can use this on the lips as well. But again, I just put it on my hand like this, took a sponge, and then patted it on my skin. Absolutely beautiful. It really is that hot paprika. It just gives you, again, that burnt terracotta look. I really, really enjoy this. I might actually pick up a couple more shades. I just think it's such a staple for summer. For me, I would rather do really basic eye makeup like this and then really focus on bronzy, glowy, hydrated skin. That's just what I've been into, and this is very, very, very pretty. I have one mascara that I wanted to mention. It's just something that I use all the time. I do have a top drawer of like 6 mascaras that really wow me, but this one I really, really, really have been loving. This is the iconic London Triple Threat Black Mascara. So they have a few mascaras, but this one has been my favorite by far. I'm wearing it today, and it just has like that really thin wand that you really wiggle, and it gives you that length. It doesn't flake on me. It doesn't irritate my eyes. It gives me a nice length, even though I'm not working with a lot of lashes, but this is my go-to mascara most days. Truly, this is what my makeup is like. And sometimes I feel like on camera I have to do like lashes and the whole thing, but I was like, you know what? This is what my makeup is like most days. And I'm using this mascara. It's one of my favorites. I think you can only get it on their website, but I know they just came to Sephora, so I'll try to find a link for it. But it's really nice for lengthening your lashes. I wouldn't say it's a volumizing. You can still build it up, but for me, I'm looking for length, and this really does the trick. So I do have some lip products, and it's so interesting just my preferences and how they've changed. I really love these Kaja Heart Melter. These are their Heart Melter. Basically, I think they're just lipsticks, right? So they come in like this little clicker pen, which is not my favorite, but this shade right here is Honey Bun, and this is what I'm wearing right now. And this shade is really your lips, but better. It really gives you kind of that warm, I don't know, mauve-y look, but it's not too dark, has a nice shine, but good pigment on these. And it just feels so comfortable on the lips, but it's not like dried down matte. It doesn't feel, you know, dry or uncomfortable, and it's not gonna slide around either. It just kind of stays where it is put. I also really like the shade Sweet Talk. Sweet Talk is more hot pink, but I would use Sweet Talk, you know, if I was using a more kind of like pinky lip. I can also use this like in the center of my lip. These are easy application, throw them on and go. They don't leave a weird film or taste. And I just think they're nice because they don't slide out. So they give you that nice hydration and that shine, but they're not slipping all over outside of your lip line. So I really, really enjoy these. I think I have 3 now, but I would say my favorite shade would be the Honey Bun, which is what I'm wearing. Another product that I've been loving, and I actually can't believe that I love this, but this is the Orgasm X from NARS. This is their lip gloss or lip tint. Oil infused lip tint. And when you look at this, it's like a shimmery kind of pinky orange, and you're like, oh, that's not gonna be cute. But it has just enough pigment to really just make you look like summer, you know? Like it's just enough to just kind of add a little bit to your look. And again, if you're doing maybe like a more natural look, but you just want kind of that juicy lip look, but you don't want like hot pink or something like a red or whatever. You just want a little bit of oomph. This is like watermelon on the lips. It just gives you that glow. It's so pretty. I really like their blush palette too, but I just thought this was so unique. High shine, comfortable, it's not sticky, but it almost gives you like that popsicle lip look like you've just been eating a popsicle or something. So I really, really like this. I want to give it a shout out. I have one last lip product that I mentioned a long time ago and then I never spoke about again, but I use this almost daily. So this is from Clé de Peau, which is why I think I haven't mentioned it. It's the Rouge Liquid Matte. So it's a matte liquid lipstick, very moussey like formula, and I have the shade Touch of Blossom. I have a couple shades, but this is the shade that I use most days. And it's so interesting because it doesn't swatch very nicely. Like it's just like kind of like a mousse. But this, again, read the reviews on these. There's a lot of different colors. I can apply this. It's so comfortable. I don't get any lines or any butthole kind of lips. It's a very thin, moussey formula. You can even blur it out a little bit and it stays on for like 5-6 hours of the day without coming off like a traditional lipstick. So I opt for this a lot of times because it's a nice kind of pinky neutral. I just put a liner on, throw it on, and it's comfortable and pretty all day. So I wanted to mention this because I never talk about it, but it truly is top drawer, because a lot of times if I put on a lipstick and I eat, then it's just gone. This will kind of hang on throughout the day while looking comfortable and not, you know, like getting that thick kind of paint-like look that you get with most liquid lipsticks. It just looks really pretty and it wears a long time without getting cracked or gross on my lips. I have two fragrances that I want to tell you guys about that I've been mixing and loving for summer. The first one being Ariana Grande Cloud. I just adore this. This smells so good to me. It has pear, praline, coconut. To me, this just smells like a sweet, fruity, kind of marshmallow yumminess, coconut yumminess. It just smells seriously incredible. I have a travel size as well that I'm almost out of. This is just an everyday perfume. It doesn't give me a headache. It never makes me feel sick. And it's just one of those, you just get like a whiff of it and you're just like, ooh, it just smells honestly delicious. And it's just light, beautiful fragrance. So I wanted to mention this in case, I feel like I've mentioned it once before, but it really is like my top pick right now. And then I've also been loving the pink lips from KKW Fragrance with Kylie. This one grew on me, but I love mixing it with the Cloud and now I can see why. So this one has mandarin, it also has coconut, and it has musk. So these do work together so well because they're both like musky coconut with a little bit of like pear and mandarin. Sweet, yummy scents, that's all I can say. When I first got it, I was kind of like, oh, it's nice. And then it really grew on me, just especially for summer, and I'm almost tempted to buy a backup, but I'm like, do I really need it? I just don't know with KKW how long her fragrances will be around, which is kind of the pain in the ass because some of my favorite ones from her were from the Valentine's Heart collection and she doesn't make them anymore, which sucks. So I might grab one more of these just because I love it, but these are just like sweet, musky, coconut, fruity scents and I love them for summer. I have two honorable mentions I really wanted to talk about just because they're new to me, meaning that I've only used them 3 or 4 times, but I'm so impressed with them that I wanted to tell you guys that I think they're really gonna be winners. So this is the Born This Way Matte Foundation from Too Faced. I have the shade Vanilla, I'm wearing it now. I did a first impressions on this and then I've been wearing it every day since. I really like it. It reminds me very much of the Dose of Colors foundation, which I really like. Very similar in texture. They're both thin, but they have a good coverage. I would say the Dose of Colors has a little bit more coverage. This one I would say is a good medium, but I do like it. I like how smoothing it is. It's long wearing. You'll get a good 8 hours of wear. It says 24-hour. Obviously, I'm using dewy products on top, underneath, so it kind of depends on that. But I like to apply this with a brush like I did today or a sponge. Good coverage, wears well, doesn't break me out, doesn't irritate, and it's long wearing. I can't stand when something slips off within 3 hours or breaks up, and I didn't have that. No crazy oxidation. So I think this is really gonna be a hit. I love their concealer. A lot of people are asking me to compare this to the original. This is much thinner than the original and it wears much longer and it's more smoothing in my opinion. So this is definitely my preferred one. This is becoming top drawer for me. I think this is gonna be a hit. I also wanted to give a shout out to the new Patrick Ta She's Thirsty Setting Spray. So as you can see, I've only used it a couple times, but this is really beautiful. It's called the Dewy Milk Mist, and I used it today. Now, I have that Too Faced foundation on, and then I just used this over top, and it gave me a beautiful glow. It's a fine mister, but I like that it gives me a glow, but I don't feel like sticky or a film. I felt the film with the Huda Beauty Cocoa Mist, which I didn't love, and there's been some other ones that you feel really heavy, and this doesn't feel like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some more. This is an interesting sprayer because it's very fine, but you also feel it on your face. So it's so fine that you're not gonna get any kind of drops, but you feel it. Like 3 sprays and I feel like damp on my skin. I know like with the Glow Recipe Watermelon, it's like you had it right here and you spray like 10 and you still can't feel it. This is an interesting spray mechanism, which I know he said he worked hard on, but I'm telling you, his brand is just really knocking it out of the park for me. So I feel like I have a nice kind of glow to my forehead, but it's not, again, sticky, heavy. It just feels nice and hydrating. It's a nice kind of, I think this is a glass bottle, frosted glass bottle, and it smells kind of herbally, like, I don't know, like a spa. It's not my favorite scent. I tend to like kind of like coconut, fruity, really light scents. So I think this is gonna become a favorite. My favorite right now is still the Farsali. This has a better mister on it, but I prefer the Farsali smell. So just to compare, I really, really like it. I'm just very impressed with what it really does to your makeup. It really melts your powders in and gives you a dew without a thick film. So now on to my flops or my disappointments. I have 2. The first one is this Kosas Serene Clean Chemistry AHA Serum Deodorant. So they sent these over to me. They sent over this one, which is scented, and it has like a roller ball on it. And then there's one that's unscented. When I tell you that my pits stunk, I mean, it was just not a good situation. Like immediately, I got out of the shower and I was like, let me try this. I had really no hopes for it, but I put it on and it was really wet and kind of awkward because the, you know, the roller ball situation here. And I don't really love the scent to begin with. I'm trying to think this smells, to me, this almost smells like if you left like Sprite or Sierra Mist in a cup and it got watered down. That's what it smells like. Like I don't like the scent already, but when I tell you that I was sweating and also stunk like body odor mixed with Sprite, it was a no-go for me. I've seen some people rave about it. For me, it's gonna be a no, like absolute hard pass. So for me, it's just not working for me. For me, there's just absolutely no way I could wear this because it was literally like, I just felt so, I needed to shower and really like wash my pits. So this is a no. My second disappointment is something that just didn't do anything for me and I just can't recommend it, especially at the price tag. This is the Hourglass Soft Focus Setting Spray. It just literally did nothing for my skin. I don't really think that it made me overly dewy, which is kind of what I'm looking for in terms of like the Patrick Ta or the Farsali. It didn't make my makeup last longer. And I saw a lot of people saying that it gave a blur. To me, it didn't, like at all. So I just don't understand this product. For me, it just does literally nothing. And for the price tag, I don't look forward to using it. Like I said, I either am using like the Urban Decay All-Nighter if I'm going to a wedding or something like that. I'll really douse my skin with that to kind of lock my makeup in. Or I kind of go a little bit heavy with the powders and then I'll go in with my Patrick Ta or my Farsali. I mean, if you look at my Farsali, I have a backup, but this has been my go-to and now I'm like really into this. So these two I would use to really just give me that hydrated look without making my makeup slip off. So for me, I've seen some people rave about this. It must just be me. The reviews are actually good on this. For me, it was a flop. It's not like it sucks or it didn't do anything bad, but it just didn't do anything for me personally. And that price tag, I just wouldn't tell you to go out and get it. So that is everything for this favorites. I hope you guys saw some products. A lot of the products I know are kind of in the same realm or the same category, but these are the products that are standing out to me when I do my makeup most days like this. Obviously, when I film, I'm doing like full eyeshadow and whatever, but really I'm focused on complexion, blush, bronzer, lips, skin. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will link everything down below as well as Ollie. Don't forget to check them out if you really are just looking for an easy way to whiten your teeth that's not gonna break the bank. So I'll have all the information linked down below. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.